BLEACH Cosmology. Are they planets, cities, galaxies? Today we will be discussing this. Now first off, I have to clear one misconception about the cosmology. First off, these realms are not under one universe. I've seen this point get brought up many times when discussing whether it is a planet or a solar system or whatever. First off, they are not under one time space or one universe. They are separated by the Danga and the Garganta. It is illustrated by Yoruichi and it is stated many times within the story and the novels. The realms are separated into their own time space. Anyway, let's get into the video now. Now first off, we need to understand where do the realms even come from. The realms come from a place called the Primordial Sea. During the Primordial Sea, there was chaos, like basically there was no control. It was just one eternal sea of creation, you feel me? Then the Soul King was born, then the Soul King split the Primordial Sea into 3 different realms. But yeah, that is the backstory of how the 3 different realms were formed, you feel me? Now let's talk about their structure. Now first off, before talking about the structure, let's talk about what's in the realms, you feel me? First off, we know that each of the realms have their own celestial bodies, you feel me? There's a sun and moon in the society, there's a sun and moon in the society, you feel me? And in terms of Wekomundo, there has only been a moon. The moon is an eternal thing in Wekomundo, you feel me? There's never been a day or night cycle in Wekomundo. There have never been visible stars ever shown in Wekomundo, but you know that a moon exists in Wekomundo. With this information, you can come to the conclusion that the 3 realms are not planets. First off, they have their own celestial bodies, meaning that bare minimum they can be scaled to solar system. Even without going into where they scale, just the novels themselves literally tell you that they are not planets. When explaining the structure of the cosmology, the Garganta, the Veil of Screams, they specifically tell us that if the 3 realms were likened to planets, the Garganta would serve as outer space, with the Garganta being the one surrounding the 3 realms. As we know, the Garganta is literally not outer space. The Garganta is just a chaos of Rishi which surrounds the realms. And as they said in the text, if they were likened to planets, meaning that they were never planets to begin with. Okay, so bare minimum, the 3 realms can be scaled to solar system. Now, how we will be scaling the realms without using data books and statements? We'll be using the world of the living. One thing to note is that the world of the living is a parallel to society, meaning that they are most likely equal in size. So yeah, world of the living scaling will automatically apply to the society. Now first off, we know that in the world of the living, astronauts exist, meaning that people have explored outer space before. Now this is crucial information. This directly proves us that the 3 realms are not planets. First off, as we know, the Garganta surrounds the 3 realms, so the astronauts being able to go to outer space and not interacting with the Garganta in any way, shape or form directly proves us that everything that is portrayed in the world of the living, that means the sun, the moon, the celestial bodies, the stars, is contained within the realm of the world of the living. So yeah, the world of the living cannot be a planet since the celestial bodies and everything are inside the realm of the world of the living. As you can see, the Garganta surrounds the realm, and since people can go into outer space, proving that first off, the stars are literally real. I have once been to the person who told me that they are not real. Yeah, this proves that they are real first off, and secondly, it proves that bare minimum the world of living is at least solar system level, and there are higher interpretations for the world of living. First off, as we know, astrology exists in the world of living as literally constellations. Again, the same constellations as in our world exist in the world of living, meaning that you can make the argument for the world of living being as big as our own universe, since astrology and the same constellation as ours exist in them. But yeah, one thing we know is that a character like Ko knows of the existence of galaxies within the world of living, meaning that the world of living can be bumped up to multi-galaxy bare minimum, Oh, and one point that I forgot to have, you might still think that actually they still exist in under one universe, the 3 realms exist in one universe. First off, regarding the literal structure of the 3 realms, that is directly impossible. First off, we know that the world of living is a world of Kishi, matter, like real physical matter, and the society and Wekomundo are worlds of Rishi, aka spiritual matter, and yeah, the Garganta is literally a chaos of Rishi. First off, we know that the realms quite literally cannot interact together, like they literally composed of different physical atomical matter, like a human can literally not go to the society. They have to literally turn their whole atoms, their whole physical form into a soul gain. They have to turn their form into spiritual matter in order to first off even go into the society or Wekomudu. So just by structure and composition, they literally cannot exist under one solar system or one universe. And yeah, one thing to note also is that the Garganta is literally a chaos of Rishi. Again, we have seen inside the Garganta. The Garganta is just a chaos of Rishi. There are no stars, no celestial bodies inside the Garganta. It's just an infinite black mass. So yes, the stars literally cannot exist inside the Garganta, meaning that they exist inside of the realms on their own individually, you feel me? Also the Dangai exists. The Dangai literally separates the realms, you feel me? But yeah, anyway, back to topic, you feel me? Yeah, so as I was saying, there's astrology, there are concepts of galaxies in the world of living, and mind you, the humans in the world of living, aka the astronauts, they literally do not know of the existence of ghosts, they do not know of the existence of the Garganta, or do not know of the existence of the three realms, you feel me? They just know about the world of living, yet in the world of living they know about the concepts of galaxies and such, you feel me? Even talking about the main cast of the story, you feel me, Kenpachi knows of the existence of meteors in the story, you feel me? So yeah, this proves that in the society there have been meteors which have fallen into the society or something, or they know of the existence of outer space within the society, you feel me? And yeah, Grammy literally created outer space. As we know, Grammy's power works with imagination. In order to imagine something, it has to exist. He has to know what he's actually thinking of in the first place, you feel me? And yeah, as you saw in the manga, he literally created an outer space with stars, you feel me? Yeah, Kubo literally illustrated Grammy thinking of stars, thinking of Saturn, thinking of planets and stuff when creating the outer space, you feel me? And yeah, it is not a pocket dimension, it is literally outer space. It is confirmed by Kubo and the novels game. So yeah, bare minimum, the realms are at least multi-galaxies, you feel me? And yeah, of course we can get them to Universal easily. Of course, I don't really like to say low multiversal bleach, because hey, that's just me again. But yeah, low multiversal bleach is a thing. First off, I've seen people, including myself, try to refute low multiversal bleach by saying that, oh, the three realms are stated that when they combine there will be one universe again, so that means that they are only they kept at multi-galaxy. Some people have also said that the concept of like the Garganta surrounding three different universes makes no sense.
And this is honestly BLEACH Cosmology more simplified. If you don't like that photo, we can use this photo too. It's pretty basic. And the reason why I don't like using this one is because they use the term universes, implying that all of these are their own universe. And even if you imply that each one of these worlds are their own universe, which wouldn't fully make a whole lot of sense, because it all seems to be that they're all contained within the same thing, which is the Garganta.
But yeah, this is just false, because in Marvel the idea of a multiverse literally exists, and yeah, most of the time the characters refer to this multiverse as a single universe. And yeah, the concept of like one higher cosmological layer surrounding three different universes or different universes makes sense, because even in Marvel the superflu is a higher cosmological layer which separates the parallel universes from me. Just like the Garganta, it also separates the three realms, the Dangai, hell, it separates everything within the BLEACH Cosmology film. So yeah, them being three universes also makes sense. So yeah, low multiversal bleach is also there up there for interpretation film. But yeah, I just like to say universal bleach because hey, it just makes sense to me film. So yeah, scaling high tiers in the BLEACH Cosmology, you can get them from bare minimum multi-galaxy to like low multiversal film. And yeah, low multiverse is not winged because it literally makes sense within verse film. Yeah, and also there are other things like the Dangai, you feel me, the Garganta. The Dangai is literally a 4D space, you feel me. The Garganta, since it encompasses and separates everything, can be, I've seen people argue it to be 6-dimensional, you feel me. So yeah, there's this deep power scaling territory game. I do not power scale anything above 4D game, like you got it, bro. But yeah, people, you can also hell exists, you feel me. So yeah, you can scale the heights of Bleach to crazy amounts of power, you feel me. But yeah, I like to keep it bare minimum, you feel me, universal to low multiversal, you feel me, simple and easy, you feel me. But yeah, anyway, that's all I had to say, man. Yeah, this video, yes, I've been planning to make this video a long time, because bro, on Twitter, yeah, I've debated so many people who dare believe that, especially Naruto fans, who dare believe that the three realms are just straight lines, you feel me. Like bro, I literally just spammed this picture to them because bro, just look at this picture. This is what you're trying to tell me. Like bro, I debated a person who told me that the stars exist outside of the Garganta. Like bro, when I told him that the humans canonically went to outer space, this nigga told me that nah, they just bypassed the Garganta. Nigga, how? The Garganta is literally a chaos of Rishi. You have to be composed of Rishi to even pass through that. Like it's genuinely crazy. Like but the humans will literally die as soon as they step inside the Garganta. But yeah, anyway man, that's all I have to say, man. Yeah, anyway, peace gang.